Is it okay down here?
The Beauty and the Beast is such a classic tale, and I think that the visuals are incredibly compelling and innovative in this production. Knowing the skill level of the artisans and drapers at the OSF costume shop really made me confident that my designs are going to be executed exactly the way I wanted, with the highest level of excellence. And it is really a pleasure to be working with people who are curious and really so eager to discover and invent new techniques that would be suitable for approaching every costume piece. It's really gratifying for a costume designer to work with artists who can extend that vision. I started having the meetings with costume shop staff, with drapers, stitchers, craft artists, dyers, painters, breakdown artists, and makeup and wig artists. And we come up with a plan how to approach building every single costume piece. My assistant for this show is Sarah DeLong, and the costume design assistant is this crucial link, a liaison between the costume designer and the costume shop. And here at OSF, most costume designers are guest artists, which means that the assistant will actually be filling in the gaps and be there instead of me to be that connection with the shop while I'm away. Building the costumes for Beauty and the Beast was extra challenging because many costume pieces are not traditional clothing actually, and so we had to really think about inventive ways of engineering costume pieces, especially for the objects. We were using traditional draping and tailoring techniques, of course, but in addition to that, very non-traditional techniques like laser cutting, 3D printing, carving, sculpting, and fiberglassing. This is an example of laser cutting that was done in the dye shop. These are the butterflies that will be applied onto Belle's dress, and they've been made out of laser cut leather. And then this was all laser cut leather that Rachel Parks, the draper, applied. These are fabric printed roses that were taken directly from my drawing, that were applied onto the fabric that was custom dyed by Carolyn Dignes in the dye shop. So it takes a village really to go from this initial vision that is a flat drawing on the paper to the final costume piece on stage and in action, because one of the most important things towards the end of the process is really to consider whether the actor can do everything they need to do when they are acting on stage, and if the costume is supporting that.